What do feminists want? In particular, did the feminists of the 60s and 70s want? Feminism changed many women's lives and created new worlds of responsibility for education, empowerment, working women, feminist art, and the feminist theory. For some, the goal of feminist movement were simple: let women have freedom, equal opportunities, and control over their lives. Here are some specific feminist movement goals from the second wave of feminism. Abortion rights on demand. The call for abortion on demand is often misunderstood. Leaders of the women's liberation movement were clear that women should have reproductive freedom and safe access to legal abortion, making the choice for her reproductive status without interference by the state or paternalistic medical professionals. Education. Many women went to college and worked professionally in the early 20th century. But the mid-20th century myth of middle-class suburban housewife downplayed the importance of women's education. Feminists knew that girls and women must be encouraged to seek an education and not just as something to fall back on, if they were to become and seen as fully equal, and with an education access by women to all programs, including sports programs. The article 25 Ways Feminism Have Made the World Better for Women by Zarina Maxwell says, "It may seem like a bizarrely obvious statement, but somewhere between earning women the right to vote, pushing through the legislation, opening up universities for female students, and advancing the civil rights movement, to name just a few examples, feminism has indeed made life much, much better. And as a result, happier, not just for American women, but for American men as well." A comprehensive list of these achievements would be far too long, but we've compiled a pocket edition, just in case you ever run across someone who honestly believes feminism has made the world an unhappy place. But on the other hand, hasn't feminism already ruined America?
At first, it will come on really sweet. It'll tell you that patriarchy hurts men too.
Feminists do not want you to lose custody of your children. The assumption that women are naturally better caregivers is part of patriarchy.
All you have to believe is what you deserve a fair shake in life. It's an offer you can't refuse. But feminism lies, because that's not all it really asks.
Feminism has sabotaged women's happiness. Feminism claims to stand for two things above all: women's equality and enabling women to be strong. Regarding the first aim, no decent man or woman opposes the concept of equality of the sexes. But people who do not call themselves feminists have a problem with the feminist notion of equality. Most feminists have conflated equality and sameness, and that's just a huge mistake. The sexes are equal, but they are different. A second major problem regarding the feminist claim of aspiring to women's equality is that feminists frequently provide false evidence to prove that women are not treated as equals. The best known example is the false statistic that American women earn about 25% less than men when they do the same work for the same amount of time. Another example was relentlessly expressed during Hillary Clinton's campaign for the presidency, and has been especially expressed since her defeat: the assertion that she was the victim of misogynistic comments and that she lost because she was a woman. None of it is true, but it keeps feminists thinking of women as victims, and people who think of themselves as victims are rendered weak. Is today's feminism irrelevant? International Women's Day approached last month. Today, there are different waves of feminism with different ideologies, some more extreme than others. Since before the U.S. presidential campaign last year, feminists came out advocating for women's rights stronger than ever, in the support of the first women to run for president of the United States. Women everywhere came out to rally against him, voicing their dislikes of our sexist society. It was once liberating and empowering to be feminist because it showed strength to stand up for what you believe in. But the extremity of the issue has got us questioning if feminism today is still empowering women. The new version of feminism has become slightly radicalized. Many women today believe in women's rights and the importance of gender equality in our society, but don't necessarily agree with the extreme views blame men for women's oppression.